Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is in continuation of my talk on the topic and introduction to Vedic astrology. This is part 8 of the speech. Let me start with some good news. As a student of astrologer, with my little knowledge, I feel that the current position of planets indicates that COVID-19 is already peaked in India. We will have a lot of good news over a period of time. Mars or Kuja Bhagavan will be transiting the sign Katakam, Cancer, from the 2nd of May up to the second week of July. Cancer is actually the 11th sign from Kanya Rasi. Kanya Rasi is the ruling sign for South India, and Kataka Rasi is the third sign from Rishabha Rasi. Rishabha Rasi is the ruling sign of North India. Since Kuja Bhagavan is in third from Rishabham and 11th from Kanya, he will be giving a lot of good news to us. And incidentally, Kuja Bhagavan is the king of the current lunar year, Prabhava Risham. So we can expect a lot of improvement in the situation. Then in my last speech, I had been speaking about planets Rahu and Ketu and also Venus. Of the days allotted to the planets, we find that there is no day allotted to Rahu and Ketu. But every day 1.5 hours is allotted in the daytime to Rahu, and 1.5 times in the 1.5 hours in the night time is allotted to the planet Rahu. This is called Rahu Kalam. So there are 3 hours for Rahu Kalam every day, and for 7 days it becomes 21 hours, almost equal to 1 day. It is normally recommended that whatever new event we want to do or special pujas we want to perform, we have to start before the Rahu Kalam time and end after the Rahu Kalam is over. Some people consider the last portion of Rahu Kalam to be beneficial, but traditional people will want to begin all the Rahu Kalam pujas and all major auspicious events before Rahu Kalam starts and end only after the Rahu Kalam is ended. Then next planet I want to talk about is Saturn. Saturn is one of the most feared planet in the solar system. Saturn is actually 95 times more mass than the mass of the Earth. But the planet is more of a gaseous nature. It has a lot of helium and hydrogen. The hard inner core is said to be that of iron and nickel, and there are aluminum crystals in the upper atmosphere, because of which we get some bright lights when we see from the Earth. And Saturn is surrounded by some rings. These rings have yellow hue. So when you see Saturn from the Earth, we see that it's bluish in nature with yellow rings, but these rings are very small in nature. And there are said to be 82 moons for planet Saturn, and the density of the planet is very low, lower than that of water. So Saturn can float on the water. Saturn takes about 10 hours to revolve around its axis. So the number of hours per day in Saturn is only 10 hours compared to 24 hours in the Earth. Saturn atmosphere is full of cold, dry, that sort of atmosphere is there. And one unique feature of Saturn is that the rain in Saturn is that of diamond. Diamond rains are there only. There are no water rains, only diamond rains. And it is said that 10 million tons of diamond rains will be there every year. So if somebody can go to Saturn and come back, he can bring a lot of diamond from Saturn. So these are all some of the features of planet Saturn. As per Vedic astrology, Saturn is good when the planet is located in the third house or the sixth house or the 10th house or the 11th house. Saturn is said to be friendly with Buddha Bhagavan, Mercury, Shukra Bhagavan, Venus, and neutral with Guru Bhagavan, Jupiter, and is inimical to Surya Bhagavan or Sun and Chandra Bhagavan or Moon. It is said that Chandra Bhagavan considers Saturn to be his friend, but Shani Bhagavan considers Moon Chandra Bhagavan to be his enemy. Saturn is owning two houses which are called Makara Rasi and Kumbha Rasi. One unique aspect is that both these Rasis are together. In the case of other planets, the house owned by them is not together, it is always quite far from each other. Then Saturn is said to own the stars Uttarattadi, Pusam and Anusham. And Saturn is said to be exalted in Tula Rasi or Libra and debilitated in Mesha Rasi or Aries. Saturn is said to be in Mula Trikonam in Kumbha Rasi or Aquarius. Saturn gives lot of good yogas also. One yoga normally said is Sasa Yoga, when Saturn is exalted in Tula Rasi and there is a Kendra Sthana. Kendra Sthana means the first house or fourth house or seventh house or 10th house. In that case, the person will rise to very high levels. He will have a lot of prosperity, good luck, and a lot of workers will be there in his organization. He will have very good support, and whatever does will be very successful. Another yoga set for Saturn will be if Saturn is located in Jupiter house, that is Dhanur Rasi or Mina Rasi, that is called Kodanda Yoga. In that case also the person will be highly successful, will be very prosperous, will have very good family, children, grandchildren and all that, and he will be living with his family. And one more combination set is that if Shani Bhagavan and Guru Bhagavan are together in the signs Dhanur Rasi or Makara Rasi or Kumbha Rasi or Meena Rasi, then both the planets will give very good results when the Dasa period is ruling, that is when Shani Dasa is there or when Guru Dasa is there. Saturn, when the planet is located in the third house or sixth house or 10th house or 11th house, Saturn will give very, very good results. Especially for Rishabha Lagnam, as the Lord of the 9th and 10th house, if Saturn is located in Meena Rasi, that is 11th house, the person will be very, very rich. If Saturn is located in Tula Lagnam, the person will be a very good judge or the lawyer. And for Rishabha Lagnam, if Saturn is located in Kanya Rasi, the person will become a minister also and will enjoy a lot of success in the political field, and he will be considered to be highly intelligent. So also for Dhanur Lagnam, as the Lord of the second and third, if Saturn is located in Tula Lagnam or Libra, then the person will become very, very rich. He will command a lot of respect in the community, and he will be highly respected, and he will be very generous also. So also in the case of Tula Lagnam, as the Lord of the 4th and 5th, if Saturn is located in Mithuna Rasi, that is a 9th house, or if he is located in Meena Rasi in the 5th house, the person will have lot of success, all round success in all the field of life. So these are all some of the yogas or positive results that can be given by a planet Saturn or Shani Bhagavan. And if Saturn is located in the 12th house, there could be a lot of losses or challenges in life. And if Saturn is located in the 4th house, then mother may suffer, and the native horoscope will have sickness, some sickness or other throughout his life. And if Saturn is located in the 8th house, the person will live very long, but life may not be that enjoyable. There are a lot of challenges throughout the life. These are some of the negative results from Saturn. Another unique feature is that we say that Venus or Shukra Bhagavan and Saturn or Shani Bhagavan are friends, but when Saturn and Venus are together or aspecting each other, then in that case what happens is that in the Shani Mahadasa, Shukra Bhakti, the person faces problems. So also in the Shukra Mahadasa, Shani Bhakti, the person faces problems. This happens even though both Saturn and Venus are friends, and they are considered together, they are considered to give very good results. While interpreting Saturn, a lot of care is required. If Saturn and Chandra Bhavan together, in the case of ordinary persons, we say that he may be a miser, he may not spend any money, and he may want to save for the future. If the same combination is present in the case of a yogi or a Siddha Purusha, then we say that since moon represents Manas, the person is able to control his mind very well and he will achieve lot of success in his yogic practices. The combination of Saturn Sun is not viewed favorably, and sometimes it indicates that the same persons were born in the same lineage previously, and there are some karmas which they have to suffer. So these are all some of the astrological, Vedic astrology viewpoint of Saturn. In the case of numerology, Saturn represents number 8. So number 8 means 17 also, 1 plus 7, 8, and 26 also, 2 plus 6, 8. Those who are born in these dates, they are considered to have lot of qualities of Saturn. The qualities of Saturn are the person will be very obstinate, and he will follow whatever he starts. He will have a lot of self-confidence, and he will believe it, and he will have a lot of hard-working efforts to achieve success, and he will achieve success also. But all this requires that sometimes he may be lonely also. He may not feel at home with other people. He may be an expert in economics, or he may be an expert in minerals, or iron and steel, or nickel, and he will be hardworking, always using his life to pursue his efforts for greater success and glory. He will be very ambitious. So that way, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he is born on a Saturn day. We know that he always works, puts very hard hours. All his life he is putting only for the success of the nation, and his action may not be understood by all. The opposition parties are criticizing him. Then we have former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. He is a great economist, and his expertise in economics was appreciated by all the countries of the world, all the leaders of the world, and he put together a lot of very good policies for the government of India. He was a humble person. He rose from very ordinary levels to be the Prime Minister of India, and that time there were so many stalwart leaders in the Congress, Pranab Mukherjee and other people who could have taken the position, but destiny made Dr. Manmohan Singh the Prime Minister, and he is always a loner also. Then we have in the spiritual field what we call Mahapariva, Kanchi Sankaracharya. He was born in the star Anusham, which is owned by Saturn. Mahapariva assumed sannyasa diksha at a very young age, and Kanchi Mutt was also not very flourishing that time. He had a lot of challenges, but through his austere practices and steadfast adherence to traditional methods, he was considered to be one of the greatest saints of modern India. And even those who don't believe in God, They have high respect for Kanchi Mahaperiva. He was born the star Anusha, which is the star of Saturn. Then we have my Guru Shankalaman Antram Rishidhar. He was also born the star Anusha, and he also rose to very high levels in Upanyasam. He was the first person who made Upanyasam, structured Upanyasam, made it a great success. His way of chanting slokas is followed by all the people even now. So that way he was also a great successful person. Then we have a lot of successful people, other industries also, film industry. Dharmendra is also a certain person. Then we have Sharmila Tagore, we have Shilpa Chetty. In the sports field, Saurabh Ganguly. Then literature, George Bernard Shaw. All these people are great success. Even though the common belief is that certain numbers and certain stars are not that lucky, lot of challenges will be there. So some people, what they do is that they even change they make their name in such a way that their name will be more lucky, number coming out of name will be more lucky. But what I personally feel is that Saturn is one planet which has no bias or prejudice. Saturn gives the result of our past karma, and if our past karma is bad, naturally we have to suffer the results of the past karma. And if our past karma is good, then we will have a lot of good results. And these results will be deserving actually. And even for those who get bad result, they become better persons, they become noble persons. They understand the mistakes committed by them, they do not repeat that mistake. That way, Saturn helps in the evolution of the soul of an ordinary sinner to a great saint. That way, Saturn is not a bad planet to be afraid of. And the transit of Saturn, people say that when Saturn comes to the 8th house, it is called Ashtama Shani. That time lot of challenges will be there. When Saturn comes to the 4th house, that time in the profession long hours of working will be there, and there could be sickness, medicines and doctor's advice is required. Maybe mother may also be not that healthy that time. Then when Saturn comes to the 12th house, 2.5 years, and first house 2.5 years, and second house 2.5 years, totally 7.5 years. That period is considered to be the period when Saturn influences our life, and since Saturn is given the power to give the result of our karma, that time a lot of challenges in life will be there, and lot of care is required, lot of thinking is required before taking any decision regarding purchase of property or marriage or investment in the stock market. A lot of study and research is required, then only decision can be taken. But then the entire set of years, one need not be afraid also. And as I said, Saturn gives both good and bad results. When he is in the 3rd house, or when he is in the 6th house, or when he is in the 10th house, or in the 12th, or in the 11th house, that time is very good time for a native of the horoscope, and he will have a lot of luck and prosperity. When Saturn is in the 10th house in the birth horoscope, the person rises to very high levels, from low level to very high levels also sometimes, and he should be very careful. If he doesn't follow proper judicious policy, there could be downfall also when after he reaches the high level. So that is the position of Saturn, the 10th house. And those who want to do some pariharam for the perceived malefic aspects of Saturn, they always prefer this blue sapphire stone. Either they wear it as a ring or as a necklace or in some way. So blue sapphire is considered to be a good stone to get over the negative effects of Saturn and to have the positive effects of Saturn. In addition to this blue sapphire, amethyst is also preferred. That's also another stone. And this Parihara Kshetram for Saturn will be in Karaikal. There is one Kshetram. People go there and worship Sani Bhagavan. And there are some temples in other parts of the country also. And in addition to those places where the vibration of Saturn is very high, and people go on worship and take advantage of that vibration to get over the negative effects of Saturn and to capitalize on the positive effect. There are also Sani Bhagavan Sannidhi in all these Shiva temples. There will be one separate Sannidhi for Sani Bhagavan. There also prayer can be done in the morning and in the evening, just around the sunrise and sunset time. And this will help in mitigating the negative effects of Saturn. And Saturn is said to be lame in one leg. So some people, what they do is that they give to people having problems in the leg this tilam rice, Ellinjaram they call in Tamil, that is being offered in as Naivedyam to God, that has been distributed to all the poor people, especially those who have problems in the leg. And one more important point is that those who have Saturn not in a good place horoscope, they will have some leg problem. Mainly the problem starts in the leg, and doctors' advice and medicines have to be taken to cure that. And another way of getting over negative effects of Saturn be to pray to Lord Venkateswara in Tirupati and Lord Hanuman. Many people recite the Hanuman Chalisa on all days, especially on Saturday, and prayer for Lord Venkateswara to get over negative effects of Saturn. And fasting is also recommended. See, some people, they have fasting, they don't take any food on Saturdays, or maybe take food only in the morning, night they don't take food. All these are actually prayashchittam. Prayashchittam means we accept that some errors have been done either in the previous birth or in the current birth, and we want to pray to God that we don't commit such errors, and convey our apology to God, and pray to God that we should be better persons. So these are all some of the important aspects regarding Saturn. In palmistry, the middle finger, the palm at the end of the middle finger is called Sanimedi. Normally Sanimedi, it is felt desirable that Sanimedi should not be very prominent, should be lower only, so that the effect of negative effect Saturn is not there. And the line running on Sanimedi is called the fate line. From that people foresee the fate of the individual. But having said all that, ultimately we are all born in the world to evolve to better persons, and for this sometimes we have to suffer difficulties, and we have to use our life to help others, especially those who are weak, those who are handicapped, those who are poor, and those who deserve help. And a lot of Vedic mantras are also there, and these Vedic mantras also, some people do this homams in their home also. Navagraha homam will be done, and all this will help us to mitigate the effects of mitigate evil effects of planet Saturn, and promote the positive aspect of Saturn. Ultimately, what we have to understand is that it is a karma that is given the result, and whichever planet is given the result is only the judge or the decider that what punishment or what good result we have to undergo for our karma. So the root of all this is our karma only, and we have to get over karma and try our best to do better karma in the current time. Thank you.